I have 2 math assignments and 30 pages of reading to do, so let's procrastinate and deep clean my already deep cleaned room. My room isn't as messy as I thought it would be, but it's definitely messier than I want it to be, so I'm gonna use a revised version of the KonMari method. For me, the biggest problem is really my kimono, which are just little small trinkety things, and I have a lot of them, so it's gonna take quite a while. I'm starting off by putting all my trash and kimono into a huge pile on the ground to sort later. The point of this is so I can account for all the things that I have. If I leave everything on the desk and clean it up that way, then I might be inclined to just put it off to the side to deal with later. Instead, if I put everything into a pile, I can clearly see everything and know what to throw away. This way I'll have a clear indicator of when I'm done cleaning. After I throw the trash away, I'll sort the remaining items and put those away. Through following this process, I found that I have a lot of things I didn't even know I had. There are some things in my room, such as my glasses, that I think should have a special place, so there's really no need to put these things in the pile. Okay, I'm finally done, now on to step 2. As you can see, I got a little distracted. It's bad practice to play with the stuff you're trying to sort, but I do need practice solving Rubik's Cubes. Now that everything's in a pile, I'm putting everything into 3 categories: stuff to donate, stuff to throw out, and stuff to keep. Unfortunately, I found myself playing with a lot of the things in the pile. This is bad because it not only slows down the cleaning process, but it might also make you sentimental and decide to keep something you subconsciously don't want. You can probably tell I have a lot of scratch paper and might be wondering why I don't throw it away. While I know paper is a huge source of clutter in many people's houses, I try not to throw paper away unless I've used both sides of it in some way. You'll see later in the video that I dedicated a drawer to paper that I have no use for in the current moment. This may seem like hoarding, but I don't ever let that drawer get too full. I use a lot of paper for origami, solving math problems, and a bunch of things that I'll probably make a future video about. Right now, I'm on a journey to make 1,000 paper cranes for a recycled art project. I made these paper box things to organize my socks, and while it saved space and looked really cool, it didn't really save time. On my deathbed, it won't matter to me whether my sock organization was aesthetically pleasing if it takes me an extra 20 minutes to do laundry every day, so I decided just to get rid of them and put my socks in a drawer instead. It was honestly very hard to do this because I've used these boxes for quite a while, and you'd be surprised how long it takes to fold all 24 of them. To make it easier, I thank the boxes for being in my life and teaching me to value time over aesthetics. I'm done sorting and am moving on to tossing out the trash. You can actually remove a lot of the clutter just by seeing what is trash and what is actually stuff. Most of the stuff in your room is really just trash, so if you clear that away, you'll find there's actually very little to organize. Now the last step is really just putting everything away, and there's either a designated spot for your stuff already, or you have to do the daunting task of making one. Bye bye box. It is unreal how many history textbooks I have. I used to be really into the subject, and then my high school history teacher made me hate it. Unfortunately, my trash can was kind of overflowing. There was still a lot of trash underneath my desk, though. In case you're curious, this whole process took me around an hour, but this was at a much smaller scale than I would have liked. I decided to do some Japanese immersion while I was cleaning, so I was listening to Dr. Stone in Japanese. This made the cleaning process a lot more fun, and also a productive use of my time. This is the final result, and compared to how my room looked at the beginning of the video, this is a huge improvement. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.